What's up, everybody? OGP back with you from the movie theater. Look at this, look at this. We're about to see the movie Longlegs because a very good friend of mine over here, the Master of Chaos himself. Hello, Master Chaos.
How are you, sir?
Welcome back from Europe and your adventures and stuff.
I was at Spicy Meatball Italia.
Nice.
It was a great time.
It looked like it. It looked like you guys had a blast, and I'm very happy you got to do that with your family. It's awesome.
It's good.
But you had mentioned the other day about a movie called Longlegs,
yes.
and people were past 30 seconds, so people are jizzing all over themselves about this movie, were they not?
They are indeed. Almost to the point they're calling this the new horror classic of all time, the new Shining, the new Exorcist, the new Silence of the Lambs. So I don't know.
I do like those type of movies, so we're gonna go check it out. But look at this, people jizzing all over movies, getting them all wet.
People may be talking about long legs, but people call me Mr. Big Legs.
Oh,
that's right. He's the biggest legs in town.
He's big legs. And so you're not the biggest horror movie fan in the world. You're more of a chick flick.
Listen to the guy that just watched Scream
this year.
This year, you son of a bitch.
Edit. But anyways, we're gonna go see a horror movie. Did you put your big boy pants on today? Are you ready for this?
I got my big boy pants on, covering my big old legs. Let's get on this motherfucker and see how this goes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
I want to do a prediction. Usually I like to try and kind of guess if I'm gonna like the movie or not.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
But just a thumbs up or thumbs down, or sideways or whatever, or should we do like a score? What we think we're gonna give it? Fluffy and I will do that. Let's do on a 1 to 10. I'm gonna guess this is. I'm gonna be optimistic and guess this is going to be an 8 out of 10. I'm going to guess it's going to blow our socks off.
It's hard for me to do out of 10, so I'm going to say it's probably going to be a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5, okay, which is an 8 out of 10.
Out of all the movies I've been seeing lately, I've been really disappointed, so I'm not really expecting much. So I'm going to say a 2.
A 2 out of 5?
I agree with that. I think he's probably going to hate it.
A 2 out of 5, 2 out of 10?
2 out of 10.
A 2
out of 10. So that's a 1 out of 5. And so we're both 4 out of 5, and he's a 1 out of 5.
Because I've been disappointed with a lot of movies that have been coming out lately.
Okay, well, fingers crossed. Let's not waste our money. But we got to get in here and see the show. So let's get on in there. Well, the movie's over, as you can see. I think I snored for about a half hour. Yeah. Not my favorite movie of all time. You? Did you wake up? Did you get a good rest? A good nap? You're still digesting it, huh? Let's wake up. Let's walk outside and wake up. I had 2 packs of candy and a gigantic Mr. Pibb, and it still couldn't keep me awake. Let's go outside and talk about it, because one of the 3 of us has a very different opinion of this movie than the other 2. Let's go see what we got to say about it. Outside. Twisters! Getting out of this theater right now. At least it was on a nice big screen and recliners and all that good stuff. So
we can get no recliners.
Smile too. Well, I mean, they kind of rocked back and forth a little bit, but the trailer for Smile 2 looks kind of intriguing. Not like great, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this movie right here. This movie, what was it called again? It's son of a bitch. Longlegs.
I was going to say the violent nature.
Because you know what? For a while, we had some heavy breathing, kind of in the spirit of it, in a violent nature. But I'm going to give you a score. Maybe I'll see if I can convince them to give their scores. And then, well, I don't know if he wants to save it for his video, because he's going to have a video. But I'm going to give a score, and then we'll go into spoilers and stuff. So I'll let you know in just a minute. Right now, and I got to digest. Maybe I'll like this a little bit better. Maybe I'll change my score at some point. But right off the bat, at the very beginning, there's some excitement that pulled me right in. I was like, okay, cool. And then he literally had to wake me up at one point. Apparently I was snoring in the theater. So the next 40 minutes, it was tough for me to get through. And then the end of the movie, there was some good action and some funny moments and some fun moments, some craziness. the kind of stuff that you want in a horror movie.
Yeah.
And a slow burn is fine, but a lot of the stuff that was going on, I did not at least understand where the director was going, how it was progressing the storyline. I felt like a lot of it was unnecessary, in my opinion. So, do you have initial thoughts without spoilers on it?
Yes, I loved it. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was really, really good. It's the kind of movie that you really have to kind of let work on you. It's all about pacing. It's all about tone. It's very slow. It's very methodical. I thought it felt like Silence of the Lambs. I know you thought it didn't.
Yeah.
To me, it felt very Silence of the Lambs. I think even Micah Monroe, the main actress, she's very much giving a Jodie Foster performance, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
Even the way she talks, so like there's a weird way like she does her mouth, and like it felt very Jodie Foster to me.
You were staring at her mouth?
I was staring at her mouth, yes, and a few times that you can kind of see her nips. But
there were some
times.
It was
We're gonna give you a full review. We're gonna give all the. I see at least 6 nips through the shirt.
Yes, there you go.
So you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's a really good serial killer procedural, and I think people might have issues with the third act. I loved all of it, honestly. I thought it was a really, really interesting, unique movie. And I don't want to say what kind of movie it is, because then I think it'll give away sort of the end.
The idea that but at the idea that it's been compared to, and you're not the only one comparing it to Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
There is a specific reason once we get into spoilers where I will say that I don't think. But I understand where you're going with the Jodie Foster stuff, and this there's a
she's an FBI agent.
She's an
looking for a serial killer.
FBI looking for a serial killer.
Yeah.
So I understand the comparison, and her being a little kind of quirky, or
she's like almost like a robot.
Yeah.
Which in a way makes the third act make more sense.
Yeah.
But I can't say anything right
Did
now.
her lambs stop screaming? That is the question. But we will answer it in just a minute. So, I guessed 4, you guessed 4, he guessed 1. Are you closer to your 4?
I would say I'm at a 4.
You're gonna stay at your 4. Okay, so you guessed good.
I would say I'm at a 4.
For me right now, if we're going on a 1 to 5, probably it did have some moments that I really enjoyed. I'm at a 2.5. I'm at a 2.5. I'm right down the middle. Down the middle. There was a lot of it. Do you want to? Okay.
If he throws it in my direction.
My bad.
I'm just trying to be quiet because he's like.
I get to yapping. I do. My bad. What do you got to say about this here flick?
Go ahead.
Okay. I went into this movie blind, not really knowing much of anything. I didn't even watch the trailer. I just knew Nick Cage was in this. And I'm like, I'm down, because Nick Cage is cool. Been a fan of his since like Con Air, Raising Arizona, all that shit. Bringing Out the Dead, great Con Air, one of my favorites. And the opening of the movie was really fun, was really, engaging and everything like that. It did fall off a little bit after.
Good word, by the way.
It is a good word.
Big word for me,
it's
right?
a big word.
The movie did fall off for me a little bit afterwards, but I wasn't bored. I wasn't annoyed or pissed off like I was with In a Violent Nature, or some of the other movies I've seen recently. But I don't see myself watching this again. I told everybody I would probably give this one a 1 or a 2, but I'll go with a 5.
5?
Out
of 10?
Out of 10. Out of 10.
Okay.
But I love Nicolas Cage's performance. He's crazy, like in all his roles that he's been doing. I respect his work. I love the cinematography in this movie. It looked really, I don't know, there's something about it. The cinematography really worked for me.
Really well shot, yeah.
But like I said, it falls off hard for me towards the end of the movie. But I'm never gonna watch this shit again.
Wow.
So a 2.5. So you and I are scoring exactly the same. And Master Chaos,
I'm 4 out of 5.
with it. 4 out of 5.
If you're gonna do out of 10, then I would say.
But I mean, a 4 out of 5 is an 8 if you just multiply by 2.
8 out of 10. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. We're gonna get into spoilers here right now. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, you got a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Everyone dies.
So it's spoiler time. Here's the thing. Acting, the cinematography, all that stuff is fine. For me, the story, I just didn't. It was very slow. the whole idea that spoilers. I promise.
Said it already.
I know, but I just gotta. People get mad at me. You got a girl who is maybe our Jodie Foster of the movie, where we find out. And so, do you think Longlegs was her dad?
No.
No, he was just a guy.
I mean, we saw what happened.
He
at
was
the end.
the devil in disguise.
He walked up and he was gonna kill the mom and he was gonna kill the girl. But then the mom was like, "Hey, I'll work for you," and then they were just a victim, and they just kind of, kind of like Manson, like the cop guy said.
Yeah.
The FBI guy goes, "It's kind of like a Manson thing."
Yeah.
So somehow there was this demonic. Basically, what we have here is a Chucky movie. This is a movie about a demonic doll.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is the surprise twist of the movie, that it's all about some
It's
kind
all
of
about the
demonic
doll.
doll that
Yeah.
brainwashes a family
Yeah.
and makes them go violent. That's
Yeah.
really what it's about, but it's disguised as Silence of the Lambs serial killer movie.
Yeah.
That's where the confusion lays in. You're like, wait, what's happening now?
Yeah.
But don't worry, the doll
So-
doesn't talk.
It
No.
is like a.
Portuguese bottle.
It is like, at the end he says, "Hail Satan." It's like these. I don't know. Do you think the mom is possessed, or it just mind control, or what is causing?
I think, a little bit of. I think she's just possessed as well. She became,
Okay.
whatever, a tool of the devil and
Okay.
another, whatever, minion or whatever.
Yeah, but so you find out the mom goes around doing the killing because they're thinking it's this guy Longlegs, but they're like, no, Longlegs is never there when the killings take place.
Yeah.
But we don't know that the mom's there. My big issues with it is like, okay, this is the daughter of the FBI agent's mom who's going around doing all the killing, apparently to keep her and her daughter out of hell. And then the very, very ending was like when they showed up at the house, like, you knew the dad was going to be possessed, so it was very funny though when they're like, oh, let's go in the kitchen, and then she's like, the other mom's like, we'll be right back, and the dad's like, I'll be right back, you'll still be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny.
Blair Underwood, he's kind of fun. I haven't
Yeah.
seen him in the theaters in a while, big movies like that.
Been a bit.
Yeah.
I like him.
So there are some funny moments like that in the movies, or just some good moments. There are some good moments, but the whole like supernatural story or the satanic involvement, I didn't care for. I thought if they would have gone non-supernatural and been a little more like Silence of the Lambs, I would have liked it. But I would have appreciated a little bit more. And if there was a little more meat on the bone in the middle of the story, I felt like if there was more going on, because there was a lot of like, we're going here, we're going there, maybe I missed something, but I just didn't care for a lot of that middle ground. And this is the middle of the movie, but I don't know. The actors and everything were fine, but the story just really killed me. And I mean, the way it ended, like the first act, the very beginning was fine. And then the rest of the first act and the whole second act just could fuck off. And then the third act was crazy enough that I it was like pulling me back in.
Right.
But not enough to give me a real good score. So that's why I stick with the middle ground, 5. And if you've seen the movie and you understand spoilers, you understand kind of what I'm saying. Because I know I'm all over the map with this. But
Didn't you say
it's
2?
just, no, I said 2.5 out of 5. So that's a 5 out of 10. But I'm not mad at the movie, but not my cup of tea. It was pretty rough.
I'm glad I enjoyed it, as I thought I would not, but I thought it was pretty solid.
Nice. And the thing is, anybody, anytime we're seeing a movie or anything, I always want everybody to enjoy it, and I wanted to enjoy it, but maybe down the road, maybe after I digest it a little more, I'll appreciate it. And like you said, I kind of expected a slow burn.
I thought
This was just a little super slow.
Too slow.
I
Yeah.
thought you digested it already, because just before you hit recording,
Toot toot.
you tooted a little.
There are barking spiders back there. You gotta watch out for
Did
them.
you have pizza earlier?
No.
You had some coffee.
Hot wings, coffee, tacos.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotta watch
Hot
out for
wings
them.
are coming back.
Just be glad I wasn't doing that in the theater. So, anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Longlegs. If you watch it, let me know down below what your thoughts are.
It's a good movie. Give it a shot.
Personally, I would say wait for streaming or something.
Yeah,
Well,
you don't have to see it in theaters.
But if you go see it, let us know. Or when you do so, let us know. And thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.